I said I don't know how to do it from there so that I can link it to that.
Oh. You download the TikTok app. Did you download the TikTok app?
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Keelan.
Hello. Welcome to the chat. Y'all come on in.
Can you see Kimani?
Why did I leave them in this chat talking about the 5 miles?
No, I can just hear Kimani. Hey, hello, hello.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me.
Can you hear that?
Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your
Let everybody
place.
come on in.
'Cause the love you give, you can't be replaced. So no one else could do. That's why I spend my life with you. Won't please you any way I can. I want you in my world, don't you understand? Love is no one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me all day long. Your love is no one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long.
We're going to give it a few more minutes. How you guys doing out there?
Inside out, make my heart beat. Need no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do. It's me to love. Everything but you. That's why the stars fly. Let me show you that you need. I'm begging you, make me believe your love is all in a million. You give me a really good feeling. All day long, your love is all in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. It's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare at my eyes. I know that I can make things clear.
Y'all, please make sure y'all share us. Share the link. Share the link. We'll get started here in a few.
All the movie theaters and everything that we play, staring next to you. Trying not to show how I feel about you. It's too late, but you only wonder when I just wanna get away, staring next to you. Yes, you. I just wanna feel you. Feel you. Come through, I think I need you. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. We can get away, palm trees, beach views for that day. All I wanna hear is the music that we play, staring next to you. Try not to slow how I feel about you. Push away, baby, what you want, I just wanna get away, staring next to you.
Thanks for sharing. Hey, hello, hello, hello. Kita, just double checking. You can see the chat, right?
Yeah, I can see everybody's chat now. I'm figuring it out. All right, let's get it started.
All right, there you go. All right, thank you for coming in and joining us today to Let's Talk, and maybe to be changing it to Let's Talk and Sip. Let's talk and sip.
And hookah.
So
Talk and sip.
we did decide to start Let's Talk. It'll be about all types of things that we think that would be a nice topic to talk about. Tonight we're talking about relationships, and this particular subject is something that my sister actually touched on, and she said it's okay not to stay. There may be a lot of, and anyone can come and join this the panel. I think you can come in and tell your story and tell, let us know what you did to stay or not to stay. But I know she's been through a lot in her own personal life, but we all have. I mean, coming up from college until, our adulthood, there is a point that we've all said, hey, it's okay not to stay. So yeah, what do you guys, I don't know if you guys want to, I'll probably put a link on here if you guys want to come and talk. There it is. It's just posted it up. There you go. I just pinned it. So if you want to come in, let us know what different things may happen to you. And it was a point where you said it's okay not to stay. But I do know at some point there are things that do happen and you want to stay, or the other person may want you to stay. I actually read something the other day that we all probably saw. If you follow the Shade Room, you saw it. Where the man had her husband. She said she just found out because it was her husband, but she was doing oral on her husband, and he got up, and then they saw that she saw a number 2 stain and realized that her husband wasn't wiping his butt. So I'm sure at that point that husband was like, you know what? You gotta stay. You gotta stay with me, because you ain't gonna go around here talking about me and my butt.
I'm leaving stains, and you're about to be talking about me, dogging me out.
You don't have to stay with me. Let me make it right. Let me get it together. But yeah, so if you guys have any maybe have any situations that you may have gone through, or that you may know, a situation where you had to say, you know what, it's okay not to stay. Oh my God, that's nasty.
No, for real.
Yeah, it was on
That's some
it
next
was
level
actually
stuff.
no, it was actually on Share Room. And then I kind of related to our subject today. And I was like, okay, in that instance, I think that guy will probably be like, you know what? You're not going to leave me. You're going to have to stay because I need to make it better because you're not going to talk about me out here.
Mm-hmm. Facts. But it's not even just for like, just on a woman's side, a man too. Because why should a man have to stay if a man isn't satisfied or if he's not happy or if the woman's not doing what a woman is quote unquote supposed to be doing? Why should a man have to stay as well? So I feel like it goes both ways, you know. Personally.
And then, which is right. But what do you think? What do you think in what instance would you say, okay, I must stay? Or what instance have you been that you said, you know what, I'm gonna try to stay?
Is when the children is involved. That's next level. Then it's like, okay, I'll stay.
So before you had children, and when you were in like high school or college and you were in a relationship, what made you stay then when there was no children involved?
I mean, at some point, a lot of people just don't want to be alone. Or you want to give chance after chance after chance, and you don't know when to stop giving chances. That's a great fact there.
All right.
When to stop giving chances. That should be another topic.
When to stop. All right.
When is the last chance the last chance?
Yeah, that is yeah. I have somebody coming in to talk. Hold on. I have someone coming in to talk. It's Blossom. Hey, Blossom.
Hi, Blossom.
Where'd you go?
Come on down to The Price is Right.
I guess you got to call back in. You got to call back in, Blossom.
I'm trying to join the chat, but for some reason it's not letting me join the chat with everybody. Yeah.
Add to stage. Here she go. Hey, okay. Blossom.
Hello, hey,
welcome to Let's Talk.
Hey, sister.
Hi. Hey, Blossom.
Hey.
So do you have anything to talk about, like when it's okay not to stay? Like, have you had an instance that you was like, okay, I'm gonna stay, but then it was too far. You was like, you know what? I can't stay.
Yeah, I did. It was this guy who I was messing with like about 2 years ago. I don't think I told you this story, but it was this guy I was with like 2 years ago. And you know how in the beginning they have on this mask and they like, oh, okay, he cool. You done met his mom, you done met his family.
You think they cool, huh?
Right.
Wait, Blossom, pause for 1 second. Because when you said that, I thought about the meme, and the meme is like a dude be so cool in the first look. Once you first meet him, like they the bomb, they're doing everything you want them to do, they treating you right, they doing everything across the board. Let that next season come around.
Yeah, so it was like, he was cool. He was cool in the beginning, but child, when he let that mask off, baby, he was a whole different person. Now I only gave him like 2 chances. That second chance, when that boy hit me in my eye, I was like, oh no. See, the first thing I thought about was jail. And I don't want to go back to jail. So I said, nigga, if you don't get the F out my motherfucking house. So it was over there. And I got him locked up. I started acting like that lady in that Tyler Perry movie when her husband was like, this my house when they got married or whatever, and she just went off on him. So that's why I was kind of wonder who. What's her name? Grace. I'm talking about Grace. When Grace went off on her husband, so that's why I was kind of like in that mode. But I had ended up, you know, he had ended up going to jail or whatever. He couldn't come around me. He ended up doing 10 months or whatever. So when he came home, I talked to him for a little bit, but after that, it was like, he went on to the next one. And guess what? I'm still cool with his mama and his auntie. And his auntie be giving me like little updates on them. I'm like, glad I walked away because he got with another female. He was doing her the same way. I was like, it's too much.
That's the
So
type of thing he wanted.
let him
He
go.
need to be back. I'm just playing.
Bruh. So yes. Hey, Alice, let me speak to my peoples because I see they in here. Pretty little butterfly, Madelle. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all for joining.
When you went through that, did you stay with him for a while or what?
Girl,
when did you realize like it was time to go?
2 months tops. It was 2 months tops, girl. 60 days. 60 days. I met him in April. I was done with him in June. That was it. I met him the end of April. In May, I dealt with him the whole May. When June came around, June 10th, he went to jail. He had to go. I was done with him. So yeah.
Well, thank God you dodged that bullet.
Look, my mama said that nigga was a monster, a straight monster. I'm like, oh my God.
Thank God you dodged that bullet.
Yes.
Right. Because no telling what would have. Because no telling what would have happened. You know what I mean?
Girl, man, and then I'm down here too. They like losing people in the system. No.
60 days in.
But then again, you know what? There's something else I wanted to touch on too, because in real life. So, and this is something that it just dawned on me, of course, trying to do this and put this out there. But we are not in real life, we're not prepared. Oh, my sister, where'd my sister go? Oh yeah, they are.
Hey, Alali. Hey, thank you for joining.
But, we are not prepared for this. Like in life, you go through high school, you get your little boyfriend because your parents can say you have a boyfriend. You go to your dances, you go to college, you're out on your own, you get your own relationship, and then you get in adulthood and you're like, okay, let me get in another relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying
you're saying, let me get in a relationship, but once you're in your relationship and then you're looking where you at and then you're looking at the person you with, like, nobody taught me, about the stuff I'm gonna have to deal with being in a relationship. Nobody taught me or told me, now I'm gonna have to deal with how someone deals with their unhappiness, or you know what I'm saying? No one teaches you that while you're in high school and coming through your life. Like no one does. No one prepares you.
Taught me.
Your parents are too busy raising you to go to school, and no one is done because every individual is different. They can't teach you how to be with whoever it is that you're with because that's not them.
And not only is everybody different, but everybody is raised differently. And I think that plays a big toll in relationships because the way that people are raised is the way that they handle certain situations differently. So it's like, okay, I was raised to be able to not depend upon a man. Yeah, it's okay to submit to a man, but at the same time, you need to be able to hold your own because today or tomorrow, you don't know if that man may go away. You don't know if he may lose his job and you need to back him up. So we was always raised to be able to say, okay, yes, you're the man of the house, but if anything happens, I got your back. And I'm set up, to be able to do that. But not only that, I'm also set up to, if you're to leave me today or tomorrow, because you may get tired, I'm going to be able to take care of myself, to continue taking care of myself. And then if we have kids, of course, the kids as well. But everybody's raised differently. You have people who's raised and they just want you to just be the woman in the household. I don't believe in the role situation or a woman needs to do this, a woman needs to do that. No, I believe a man can help out in the kitchen every now and then. Yeah, of course, you working hard, you paying the bills. You damn right I'm going to have your dinner cooking, things like that. I'm going to have your lunch made for you too. But what's wrong with you helping every now and then? So that's why I say I really don't believe in the rules, but it's a lot of people who's not raised that way. Are they raised to, they don't know how to function. A lot of women don't even know how to cook nowadays. In my generation, I'm 30. It's a lot of women who don't know how to cook. Not me though, because I'm throwing down in the kitchen. but it's just, how a person is raised is how they can communicate with you. It's like how they can handle a situation, what they were raised around, how they seen their parents, if they had parents. You know, some people, it's just different, and that plays a big role, and it can be frustrating sometimes, you know. But
Mhm.
that was like a struggle that I've had, you know, I've seen not only myself, but right. So Allie Lee said, there you go. It's okay to let the man run out, but as a woman, we should also hold a strong place as well to be able to be independent. Right. But not only that, I feel like a man should be able to allow that.
Mhm. Yeah.
You should feel good that your woman could back you up. In my opinion, you know. But everybody's different, and it's vice versa.
But you're also right, because it does depend on how you were raised, and it does. You also look at how your mom and what she had went through,
right,
and then the things that she instilled in you, so you don't be like, you know what I'm saying? So, like what we saw growing up, we was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. Because she would tell you, she would look at you and tell you, don't do what I did. Don't do that.
Do the opposite. Do better than me. But she always did make it say, like, it's fine. That's how our mama raised us. It's fine. You let the man run the house. A man is supposed to. You allow him to do that because he's a man. But at the same time, you have your own independence as a woman. A lot of people don't understand that. But like I said, everybody was brought differently. But in that aspect, you know,
thank you, Blossom, for joining us and telling what you.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry. Thanks. So let me try to see if somebody else want to come in. But thanks, Blossom. Thanks for coming in and telling us your story. She said,
Any man who is comfortable and confident would not be intimidated by a strong woman. Facts. Pin that comment. I can't control the chat because it's not letting me log in for whatever reason on here. But definitely so. Intimidation by a woman in general. And it's not even just that, though. It could be vice versa. A lot of women can be intimidated by a man because, dang, like, you out of fresh relationship, you dating, this man is established. He got everything going on. That could give you a reason. I have friends who be like, I don't know what to do with him because he got everything going on. I'm a little intimidated because I don't have nothing. I don't have my college degree yet. I'm still working on this. But then there's this man who have all of that. You know, a woman could be intimidated by a man too. I just don't feel like it should be an instance where it's going clashing with somebody. If you're in a relationship, it should be working together, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritually. And that's another thing. How long can you stay if you can't willingly agree and communicate and just agree upon things in a relationship?
Let me see. There's something else that there was something that I heard. Like I said, I don't want to bash like a woman, like women.
Make it somewhere where it's a woman thing, not a man.
Yeah,
man
like I don't want it to be where it's a woman thing, it's a man thing, it's a woman thing. But it was something that I did see today that said like relationships are not what they were back then. No, not relationships. People are not like they were back then. So like the women have jobs now. Back then they didn't have jobs.
They didn't.
Back then the woman was the one that stayed home and cooked and cleaned and did that. And the man worked. It's very different now. So women in itself are just becoming more independent as they should be. Like they're individuals. We now like do things that we want to do and that makes us happy and that we don't have to do. I think when we look back, obviously my grandmother isn't living, but the stories I had, I'm sure she was doing things not because she wanted to, but she was doing things because she had to. I really don't think that she wanted to be in the situation she was in. It was like, well, how am I going to eat my next meal if I leave here? So it was like, I take care of the kids and this is how I'm going to continue to raise them, as if I stay in this situation, because where else can I go? It was Alice said, I was taught to let men lead, but times are changing. We women are becoming the breadwinners, but I still want to be taken care of. I think every woman wants to be taken care of. I think
I'm gonna double back and I'm gonna throw Alice's comment that you just read with Allie Lee's, where she said, "Do you ladies feel a couple should be evenly yoked?" Because that's an issue in today's world. Women is too manly. Period. We gotta do too much as a woman nowadays. We gotta, it's okay. Like you're raised to be independent, but you want to be in your soft girl era. I'm yearning for that soft girl era. I want to be taken care of. I don't want to lift a finger. You know what I'm saying? But in today's world, it's not possible. Everything is totally different. So yeah, I'm most definitely very masculine because I have to do that. I have to hold that weight. I got to do for my children. I got to do for, with the things that the kids do. I got to pay the bills. I got to take care of my household. And right now I have separate households. So I'm now, separated, and I have my children that's not all in the same household. So anything that their parent, the other parent does, I got to catch that slack still, whether we're together or not. So, I don't feel like it should be evenly yoked. I believe that, yeah, we should still be able to have our soft girl era while we a tad bit of masculine, but in the most part, I feel like the man should have all of the masculinity in the household. But yeah, that's what she said. Times is changing. So women are becoming the breadwinners. And as a woman that I didn't play, let me tell y'all, I didn't play the breadwinner. I didn't fell off. I didn't came back. And a lot of men can't handle a woman being a breadwinner. A lot of women can't handle a man being a breadwinner. You could be a naturally breadwinning woman on your own, and you get in a relationship with a man who's making more money than you. And like I said, that brings you back to intimidation. But if you working together, it should never be a problem. That's where a lot of people that understanding of everything in a relationship. And that's probably why relationships just not for everybody either. Okay, so beautiful Blossom. So Blossom says sometimes I'll get frustrated at a man, especially when they want to be in control, like we not about to do this. Right. So controlling is a whole nother situation. You don't want nobody to have control over you. And a woman can have control over a man and be punking him around the house. Oh no, you about to take care of the children, you're gonna bring the kids to school, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna cook, you're gonna clean. And that same man can have that same control over a woman. I don't do the control thing. I don't care for that too much. I don't care for, I'm not a fan of it for myself nor for a man as well. Let's see. Our mom said communication, trust, and respect on how people are treated. Most definitely. It's just an even thing. I don't think it should be. That's why I said I don't believe in the rules. I believe that it could be even. And if everything's even, everybody could be happy. If you're not intimidated by me, I'm not intimidated by you.
But I think a lot of times though, it becomes a role thing. Like I said, I think it goes back to the times when the man is working and the woman isn't, and it always goes at some point. It goes back to I'm the man, I'm doing that. You're the woman, you do that, and at the same time, like sometimes it's just like I think that's okay. I'm not trying to be the man. That's okay.
I just want to.
So it's just it's a weird, like I said, it's a weird space because it is how you were brought up, and we're not in the times we were before. And as a women, we are evolving, and I think it becomes a difficult place for, like I said, I'm not bashing women or man, but I think it's becoming more difficult for a man that may have seen their parents or grandparents a certain way, and that's what they want. Especially it's talking, depending on the woman's background that they're with.
And that still rules for a woman too, because I know a couple of girls who seen their mom inside all day, and they were like inside taking care of the household, and that's strictly what they did. Never had a job a day in their life. And so that's what they may think, And nowadays that's spoiled. You was spoon fed or stuff like that. But yeah, it should definitely be balanced out. And Definitely. So it shouldn't be monetarily. It definitely needs to be spiritually and intellectually, Alice. Like everything should just be a balance in general. Like if you're in a relationship, in order for you to have something to last, you can't judge that person. You know, you got to be on the same page at all given times. You can't go against you. So that's the biggest thing. That was always my issue. Don't go against me, go with me, because I'm not going to go against you. No matter what the situation is, you know.
If you know he wrong, you're gonna be like, why you did that? Why you do that? I mean, is so you know how this is another situation that I have to just hit on. So you know how like these women, and you may have seen like blogs or stories online where, and it's just horrible things. And I'm not saying this is just what happens and this is going to happen to anybody that decides to follow a man. I'm just saying it's so embedded into some people, and I saw in very rural areas, to follow what their spouse is doing or follow what their mate is doing, that the woman would sit back as a man like was abusing their children, or the woman would sit back as the man would not feed their children. And because she's obedient to her man, that's the things that she was doing, or the woman was allowing, knowing that it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That just never, ever, ever sat with me well. And I just feel like women, no matter what, should always have a voice.
Mm-hmm. Heavily.
Like, strongly. That's what I strongly believe. But Alice did say something. Let me see. Oh, what she say? Oh, someone else replied to Alice. It does not have to be financially. I'm okay with a man being okay to hold the house down, and it's always other than money. It could be repairs, repair.
She meant to say keep car
with gas.
Car with gas.
And make me feel safe.
Oh, yeah, because I don't like to pump my gas. I'll tell you, that's the most ghettoest feeling in the world. Have my gas pumped, please.
Madele said, yes, you can be equally, let me pin that. You can be equally yoked this month. I'll be married 37 years. Never had separated bank accounts, and it works. He doesn't control the money, nor I.
They're just wise in the spending.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Definitely. So congratulations too on y'all 30 years of marriage.
Yes, girl, congratulations.
I only did 7.
Oh my gosh.
It's not funny, but that goes to when it's okay not to stay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't make it to that, because I'm sure, like Madele, I'm sure that y'all have had issues and y'all were able to communicate properly if you're saying that y'all could, you can equally be yoked. But yeah, it definitely is outstanding. But me personally, if you try and you try and you try, how long do you try? That's like how many red flags you need to see until you see that big red flag go up.
And I know, Madele, I know you are married, and I know that, I don't know if this is a personal question. I don't know if you want to come onto the panel and talk, because we would love to see you guys and actually talk and interact with you guys. But we said, I think I'm the only man here. I'm going to keep quiet. Huh. You know what? Maybe, but I don't know. But were there any situations that you had or that you felt that in any time of your marriage that you ever felt like you couldn't stay no more? And if so, what did you do to change your mind, or vice versa? Is there anything that he went through? You can call in. You want me to hit the link? I'm gonna hit you the link again. Let me find the link so you can come.
I don't think we went to. It's still not connected.
All right, there go the link. There go the link. Just hit the link if you want to come on in and tell us. Is it okay not to stay? But Mandel, I did have a question for you. Like, if you did, because you've been married for so long, I know there are problems. So was there ever a time that no, not really. We just vowed when we get married that no matter what, we'll stay together. That's amazing.
That's great.
That's
good
good.
for you too, Alice. Congratulations. She said she's been married for 16 years and it's work every day. It is work. It's hard work, but I don't know. I just feel like in certain situations, if it can't be worked out, it's all right not to stay. It's okay for you to have to get out of that situation and leave. Not just for a woman's standpoint. I'm gonna hold it down for the men as well. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, Ali, what's her name? Ali Lee asked to hear from you, Ure. You want to come on in and hit that link? Because there's nothing but women here waiting to hear from you. But if you want to hit that link and come on into the chat. When the relationship toxic and you try everything you can, it's time to let go. There you go.
Pin that.
She said that's when it's not okay to
on your.
I guess Ure fell off.
He need to come back because I was about to hold it down for the gentleman just now.
All right. All right, I think there was one other topic.
I think the toxicity goes both ways, though. Just to double back on that comment. But yeah, if it is, it's okay. And that still goes back to your upbringing because let me tell y'all, like Betty Wright said, when Betty Wright said a piece of man is better than no man at all, that part I ain't agree. I did not agree. Because if I'm not getting treated right, if I'm depressed, I'm at my low. It seems like I can't get out of that dark space and we're just clashing. It's okay to leave.
All right. Madele said I met my husband in March and getting married in September getting married September the same year. We have had our differences, but our motto is not to let it get heated, step away and come back and address it. That's good. That's very healthy. Allie Lee said, Lucy, that was my situation. He cheated. I was willing to try and he continued to lie and I had to let it go. There you go.
It doubles back to it's okay to leave. It's okay not to stay.
So for Allie, he cheated. It's okay not to stay. He cheated and continued to lie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a whole nother conversation. Nita, what's your emoji? Okay, I don't know how to do that. I don't know where it's at. Everybody's saying, what's my emoji? I have no idea. I don't even know how to.
Emoji?
I don't know.
I don't see it. Type something in the comments so I can see what it is.
It's saying, what's my emoji?
Oh, it's not the emoji. It's her and her kids. The picture, is that what they're talking about?
I don't know. What's your emoji? Don't know. Never saw where I can set that up at. I don't know, but if you guys can help me out, let me know. But thanks, because actually Blossom is just texting me talking about what's my emoji. So I don't know.
What's the emoji? Definitely, man. We should be treated like the queen we are.
When speaking to the older generation, there are things that I have Allie, okay. Speaking to the older generation. All right, hold on.
That's my hairstylist. Shout out to my best friend.
What?
That's Ariane. That's my hairstylist. Shout out to my best friend.
All right, when you speak to the older generation, their things is I've been married for 30 years and 15 years of them were hell. I think that's where Betty came in. That Betty came from, I think.
And then the double back, like we were saying, like, okay, back then women wasn't working. So it's like this man going out cheat, he gonna do his thing. He got his other family on the side. He living triple, quadruple, double
But like
cool lives.
But like I said,
the man is still paying my bills, so that's better than no man at all.
But like I said, when people were back in the day, their men did cheat. Where the woman gonna go? She don't know where her next meal gonna come from, and she got kids at home. So and I think you're muted.
I was sorry. My phone rang.
Like that.
But no, definitely that's where that came from. Because no matter how much this man have all his triple lives and his 3, 4, 5 families outside of mine, he's still paying these bills, and I ain't doing nothing but cooking and cleaning at home all day. So that piece of man is better than no man at all. No man. I'm not going for it. That piece of man.
Ooh, she got married fast. Madele said she got married in March. They met in March and got engaged 2 days later and married in September of the same year.
Because you know what? That man know what he wanted. You was everything he was looking for.
He's still here 37 years later.
I really wanted to come up.
Oh, I see you, Blossom. Blossom gonna come back in. Maybe she got another story, girl.
She said she backstage.
Come
Hey,
on,
I
come
don't know, Lori. I just wanted to let you know, like when they ask you what's your emoji could be like hearts or like my emoji is a
like
flower,
the live
like
emoji.
the flower. Yeah, so you're gonna see a lot of people drop like it could be like the 100 sign or whatever. So that's what an emoji
like
is. So yes, so you have to pick an emoji.
So I can just put down an emoji right now.
No,
whatever emoji you want.
Drop the
like something that you know
because relationships need strength. Like that, you know. If you want flowers, they'll drop the flowers. Like I know what they're talking about. Now we on TikTok, yo.
So
yeah, that's what I want to know. I don't have another story, but this a good live though. I'm going back down. I just want to let you.
So if I have an emoji, then people just drop my emoji that I want.
Yes, they'll be like,
okay,
"Hey, money closet with your emoji after your name." So that's how it is.
How Ali is like dropping the hearts, the pink hearts. So you'd be like, "Drop your pink hearts," and then everybody drops pink hearts.
So you probably see people say, "Hey, Blossom" with the sunflower because that's my emoji.
Yeah, drop the strong arms because it take a lot of strength to deal with relationships. It take a lot of strength to deal with a man. I'm sure
the emoji. That's right. The emoji today will be the strong arm.
You can't have an emoji every doggone day, girl. You gotta have one to stick with.
Okay, well, we're not gonna do
an emoji. Complicated for that. We'll have an emoji for every.
I'm gonna be ready for y'all next week. I'm gonna be ready for y'all next week with an emoji. But I love the ones that y'all are coming up with now. They're great. Let me think about it. But I love the ones y'all coming up with. Thanks. All right. Anybody else want to come in? I'm gonna tag the link. You guys come on in and tell your story. But Madele, my aunt actually got married. I forgot how long she knew her husband, but I think they knew each other for 5 months and they got married and they still married. And she is happy as she can be.
Yep. I feel like you'll know who a person is and how a person is real quick. Like, and I feel like too, like if you're coming out of a relationship for a long time and like you're back in, because it's difficult to come from being with somebody for so long and then going into like dating and stuff like that. I don't know. It's different, but I feel like it's easier because it's like, I know what I want. I know what I expect. I know what my expectations are. I know what I'm not going to take anymore because I done left. It was okay for me to leave the previous one. But both ways, like for a man and a woman, I feel like it's easier then. So is that like a situation for you, Mardell? If you're still in here, like, was that your situation?
Uh-oh, Madele's backstage. Here she come.
All right.
Hey, Madele.
Hey,
Hello,
can y'all
hello.
He
hear me?
won't divorce me for what reason? I don't know. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Question?
Makita.
How did you
Makita,
do
what?
it? No.
Y'all had a question?
Yeah, she
I
said.
did. I'm sorry, sister. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
So when y'all when you said that y'all had met in March and got engaged 2 days later, were y'all coming out of like previous relationships, or like what was the situation for that?
No, we wasn't. I seen him at church sometime. He would come and he seen me at church. And one of his aunts called us, asked him for dinner and me for dinner. And we there, and she asked him to go get some ice, and I went with him. And he went in the trunk of his car with one of those little lock boxes, and he got a ring. He got the ring out, and he said, I've been praying to the Lord and my granny telling her I'm ready to get married. I'm ready to get married. So I didn't take the ring that day. And 2 days later, we went out to dinner, and then he gave me the ring. That was in March. We got married in September, and we went to Germany.
I like it.
He was in the military. He was in the
Yeah.
military.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. That's so nice.
That's a man who know what he
Look.
wanted, and he prayed for what he wanted, and when you came, he knew you was the woman for him. Amen to that.
One problem, though, I can say one problem. The mother. My husband. The mother.
I'm gonna
His
sip my
mother.
wine.
His mother. I stayed with her about 2 months before I left to go to Germany, and didn't know her at all. And I'm put into a situation, and she wasn't nice to me at all.
It'd be like that. I don't know. It's like that.
When I called because he's the only child, and so I had enough, and I had told him either
Ariana. I'm sorry, Miss Medell. I'm reading the comments.
to get me a ticket and get me to Germany within 2 weeks, and he did it. Now, when I got there, I was doing laundry and I was emptying his pockets, and I found the letter in there from his mom saying, "You didn't have to get married. Al going out, you got everything you need," because he was the only child, and I wasn't the right woman for him. And she just like, she's not the right one. So I asked him, I said, what you gonna do about this? Your mama doing something and you're gonna keep it from me like that? Oh no, I wasn't gonna keep it from you. I said, okay, so we need to get this straight. So he wrote his mom and he said, me and my wife are one. You're my mother and I respect you, but you can't come between me and my wife. She got mad. She wanted
Like
to
that.
talk to me. And I told her, I was pregnant then. I said, you won't see your grandson. She straightened up real quick and became the best grandmother and mother-in-law I could ever have.
You know what? When you tell me that story right now, it's something weird. I don't know if it's with just moms and their sons. I don't have any sons. But I read something the other day, and I don't know why they're that way, or some of them are that way. But I did read something. I don't know if you guys agree with it or not. I'm just going to put it out there because I don't know. But they do say that women raise their daughters and love their sons.
Oh.
I can say I've seen that. and I'm not raising my. I'm not doing that with my son. I'm not about to babyfy you. I'm not about to mommyfy you.
So I
breastfed you
wonder.
for too long, and that's it.
So I just wonder if that has anything to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I didn't do nothing to you while you being that way. You know what I'm saying? Like why? This is a little weird. Why you acting like this with your son? I understand it's your son. But you know what I'm saying? It's that little. But I did when you just told me what you said right now. It made me think of that saying that I heard.
But I'm the same way. I'm the same way with my son. I love my daughter. She's a daddy's girl. But when it comes to my son, he has my heart.
That's your son. Mm-hmm.
He has my heart. And one girl he used to date said, what she liked about him is he loved his mama.
But some people don't realize that how a man treats his mama is how a man will treat you. But what I can respect your husband on is when his mom was kind of out of line, so you can say, he was able to get it in line and correct that. A lot of men don't do that. A lot of men let things get spoken on or over talk and they just let it ride and let it go. But it's like, okay, sometimes you got to let that butterfly develop and go. So he was ready for that. He knew what he wanted with you. And so for him to be able to say, okay, look, this is my wife. I'm happy with her. This is what it's going to be. You're going to have to accept it. I give him the utmost respect for that, because men today don't do stuff like that. They simply don't. It's hard to come across a man who will have things like that. And it's not only with mothers, it's with sisters as well, to where they can say, okay, look, this is my woman. Y'all have to respect her. This is who I'm with. And that's how it's going to be. And I think that can be sometimes an issue as well, because I seen like once you had stated that, everybody was ready to drink. But just me having my son, I mean, my son's only 8, and yeah, it's different. I have two girls and I have my son, but I know how it feels from a woman's aspect and then also from a wife. I know how it felt to have someone that's like a mama's boy. Well, he was the only boy from his mom, and so they treat him differently. And it can be aggravating sometimes, because when it's certain ways that you want to be treated, like you treat your mom great, you treat me great, but it's like it's a line of respect that still has to be there between a significant other from a son and that parent.
Yes.
All right. So I didn't want to overlook Pretty Little Butterfly, because she did say something that was good. Madelle, thank you so much for coming into the chat. I know you guys probably don't really like to go live, like to show your face, but maybe next time y'all go ahead and put on a little blush, put on your eyelashes, let us see you and get to know you, because that's what we want to do. We want to see you and get to know you, and see you sip on a little something. But again, thank you, Madelle, for coming into the chat. I did say Pretty Little Butterfly. She did say that this November will be 28 years that she's been married, but separated, and he won't divorce her, and he cheated on her a few times and left and then looked back. That is crazy.
I've seen and that is crazy, because boy, let me go. Release me, please.
You need to call him and say, look, it's okay not to stay. You are gone.
Okay, not to stay. But in reply, I've seen a reply to this comment where it was saying, in that case, he felt like it's cheaper to keep you. So that's when I'm gonna hold it down for the men. Okay. Yeah, it can be cheaper to keep her, but who wants to keep putting up with that? Why stay married if y'all don't want to be together? Why stay married if that person's not doing what you're expecting them to do?
Then at the same time,
can't get it together. You keep asking.
Right. And at the same time, she said it's been 28 years since, well, they've been married for 28 years. I don't know how long they said they've been separated.
How long have y'all been separated?
But he could have other children.
Boy, tell me no. Don't sit there and tell me no. Sign these papers.
Girl.
How many years you get before? No, I'm just
I don't even know where he is. That is crazy. You have to know where he at because the lawyer tracked him down. He told the lawyer no. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. At this point, you've already been legally separated a year. There's got to be a way.
No, seriously, because if I'm ready to move on, we separated and I'm ready to move on. Why you don't want to divorce me?
He didn't want to pay.
But then at that point, when you say, look, I just want out. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. You should want nothing from me. Just sign the paperwork. What are you doing?
Maybe next time we can get a lawyer up here and then he can be like, look, no.
That's that form of control. He's trying to control you from your true happiness. That's what she said. He's stopping her from really being able to move on the way she wants to. No, seriously.
Yeah, that's true control in its best.
10 years. She said it's 10 years they've been separated and he still don't want to sign it.
And no, just mine. Like no other children, just your children. Well, that's good.
But at that point, it was in the, you know, I could understand that you're cheating. I didn't got charged cheating. Now you about to take him for alimony. I understand that. I can respect that. But at the same time, you did what you did. Why try and hold me into something that we obviously don't want? It's okay to let go. It's okay to leave. We could go find our happiness, our own peace. We don't have to be angry no more. You could wake up happy. You could smile more. You know what I'm saying? Let me go.
But I guess at some time, I don't know. I guess 28 years, that's a lot of time. I guess at some point you're just like, you know what, whatever. Look, Liv said, oh, hell no, his ass got to go.
Got to go. He got to leave. So please don't make it hard for me. No, for real. Please don't make it hard for me.
Oh my God.
Or in a relationship. 10 years. Yes, 10 years. Definitely soon. That's a long time. I give you the power and the strength because, baby.
All right, you guys. We're almost here for an hour. 3 minutes to the hour is up. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm not mad at all. His girlfriend is holding on.
Right. Live at that point. How much time I'm gonna get for forging his signature? Woo, that's for another day. Lord have mercy. But on a serious note though, because we're about to
look, Liv said separated for 10 though. Ain't no way. Brothers, uncles, somebody gonna have them papers signed.
Girl, then Ariana said, what's his social media? We gonna go on there and tell him, turn her loose. Let her free. She wanna be happy, she wanna move on. But on a serious note, it's okay not to stay. If you're going through things and don't worry about what the outside world think, don't worry about what this person think, what that person think. It's all about your happiness at the end of the day. If you're unhappy or you just can't get it right, whether you're married with children or you're not married, if it's just a simple relationship, you've been together for years, it's okay to stay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So I was looked at, I'm probably still looked at wrong because, yeah, I did decide to leave a marriage of 7 years because it just wasn't working out for us no more. You know what I'm saying? We have 3 beautiful children together. Thank God for them. But at that point where I just couldn't do it no more, I tried for years and for years and for years, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It's okay. It's all right. You know, we came to that agreement, and now I wake up and I ain't smiled this much in a long time, and he agreed. But free butterfly, facts. Free butterfly.
We need a hashtag for her and post. Oh my gosh. Yes, we do.
Friends is looked at wrong in a relationship because I chose to leave. I lost a lot of friends in that, you know, because I chose that. A lot of friends and family. It was a lot that ran downhill, but their friend part is something strong that makes things kind of questionable, no, you know. Now, would I refriend them? I'm not sure.
Which brings us to, which is going to be next week's topic. But again, like I said, we're hitting on that hour mark right now. So again, we guys, thank you guys for joining the chat. And we will see you next week with the topic of, you guys go ahead and share the link. I'll drop the link probably later on today or maybe tomorrow. But the subject next week is should you refriend someone you already unfriended? And if you did unfriend them, if you did refriend them, did you regret it? So would you refriend someone you already unfriended?
Have y'all wine ready next week, because
all right, you guys be ready.
Butterfly got me taken.
Let's talk about it next week. You guys be ready to join the live. Be ready to come in, tell us your stories. Go ahead and press the like button. Please share, comment, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Mwah.